Hi, I'm Steph. I've been a physical therapist for over 10 years and a runner for over 20. I've helped so many patients get back to running injury-free that I wanted to share some of my tips and tricks with you too. Today, I want to share my physical therapist's guide on how to stop hip pain with running. And I'm saving the most important tip for last, so stay tuned. Before we get into it, please hit the red subscribe button and the bell so you get notified every time I release a new video. And visit my website for more tips and tricks on how you can keep yourself happy, healthy, and on the go. Runners can develop hip pain for a variety of reasons. In my experience and in a lot of the research that's out there, the most common causes of hip injury is excessive and repetitive impacts and excessive and repetitive pronation. By pronation, we mean when your arch is dropping more than it should be. The excessive and repetitive impacts they're talking about are the many foot strikes that we take over and over again when we're running. And then if we add on top of that any muscle weakness in the outer hips, any leg length differences you might have, maybe you've got a really tight IT band or hip flexor muscle on one side or both, and maybe you've got some alignment issues in your pelvis. Then if we add on top of that the surface you're running on, so are you running on a track where it's a tight circle and you're constantly going the same direction, or are you running on a graded road where you're on a shoulder that has an incline and you can't go in the middle where it's flat, you have to run on the edge and you're always going the same direction, so one leg is constantly lower than the other. Those are things to think about and be aware of because they can start to cause issues and breakdown in those tissues that have to take up those impacts every foot strike over every mile you put in. All of these things can have an impact on the tissue surrounding the hips, and over time and repetition and miles, something breaks down. So how can we stop it? First of all, I want you to be aware of and get in tune with your body and what you're feeling with each run and after each run. If you're starting to feel aches and pains, I want you to take care of those right away. Make sure you're stretching those out, make sure you're foam rolling, using your stick, using your ball. Make sure you get at them right away. Do not wait until it's a full-blown injury and a major problem. All right, runners, so here is my guide for how to stop hip pain with running. Number one, I want you to consistently be performing dynamic warm-up, specifically of the hip flexors and the quads. I want you to do a little bit of light strengthening, which will increase activation, muscle activation throughout your run. So that I want you to do the glutes and the core. So we'll do hydrants or hip external rotation with a band, as you can see here. And then for the core, we're going to do planks or bear holds. For the dynamic warm-ups, you're going to do 3 to 4 reps of each. For the hydrants or the external rotation, you're going to do about 10 reps on each side, ideally 2 sets. With the planks and the bear holds, 2 times 30-second holds should be good enough for you. Number 2, I want you to be aware of the surface you are running on. If you are running on a track, make sure that you are not constantly going the same direction. If you are running on a graded road, I want you to, again, make sure you're running on the same side, both directions, so that it's not always that same leg that's down. So when we talk about surface, this also includes your shoes. So are they getting old? Are they really worn down, like on the outsides or the insides or one specific spot? Are they even a good fit for you? Do you need maybe some more support in them? Do you need orthotics or something like that added? These are all things to be aware of and to think about and kind of realize as you're running and as you're training. If nothing else seems to be a problem, then perhaps it's your shoes that are the problem. So definitely keep that in mind. Number 3, I want you to consistently, after every run, perform static stretching. And with hip problems, specifically the hip flexors, the hamstrings, the quads, and the glutes. For static stretching, I want you to hold for 30 seconds each one. Ideally, you can get 2 reps on each side. Number 4, foam rolling can be really helpful to help loosen up the tight tissue and muscles that surround the hips and that can cause problems and pain. So check out this video I did on how to foam roll your legs. Specifically for hip problems, you want to hit the IT band, the hamstring, the quads, and the glutes. And it doesn't have to take a long time. You just kind of hit the ones that are really irritated, and specifically do this after you run to get those tissues loosened up. All right, so I said I was saving the most important for last. Not that the other ones are not important, they are all important. This is all pieces of the puzzle that can help keep you injury-free. But I would say most importantly, and often ignored most by runners specifically, is strengthening. We need to add in strengthening in order to help stabilize the hips and the core to prevent injuries from occurring with all the repetition that we go through. So specifically, I want you to do strengthening of the glutes, hip abductors, so those side hip muscles, and the core in general. So if you have good stability through those areas, it's going to help you big time in the big picture as far as alignment of the legs and the... You can do strengthening even 2 times a week, and that is going to help you build strength and then maintain that strength. I have done a video on hip strengthening post-injury, so that gives you a progression from really basic exercises if you're just coming off an injury to more advanced. If you need hip exercises, I have also done a video on advanced core strengthening. So if you need ideas, go ahead and check out those. All right, there you have it, a physical therapist guide on how to stop hip pain with running. I want you to dynamically warm up, watch the surfaces you're running on and your shoes. I want you to statically stretch after you run, and then make sure you are strengthening those glutes, abductors, and your core to get that stability so that when you run and you have those impacts, it's no big deal for your body. Your body can handle it. All right, lastly, I just want you to be aware of your training program. Are you working with one that was made for you and the goals you have set for yourself? Or was it maybe just something free online you found? That might be causing some problems in the tissue if you are overtraining yourself. If you're looking for something that is built specifically for you and specifically for the goals that you have for yourself, leave me a comment below, visit my website for more information on that. I'd be happy to help you out to find and to build you a plan that works just for you so that you're not overtraining, you're not causing yourself any injuries down the road. You can keep putting miles and miles in. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please hit the like button down below and leave me a comment or question if you have them. Thanks so much for watching.